Pisces, welcome to your love reading for the month of March, and happy birthday to you. Some important dates to note before I start this. Venus entered Aquarius on the 1st of the month. Mercury goes retrograde on the 5th. So as I'm recording this tomorrow, Mercury retrograde starts. But we're already in the shadow period. So if Mercury retrograde affects you at all, you should already be feeling this. One very important date to note is March 6th, because it's the new moon in Pisces and Uranus enters Taurus. So it's a huge manifesting day. Whatever you like to do to manifest, vision boards, writing out a list, etc. It's a great day to do that. And there's lots of videos out there about Uranus entering Taurus and how important that is and how much of a big deal that is, because it'll be there for 7 years. On the 20th, the sun enters Aries, so that's when the spring or vernal equinox starts. So our new astrological year is starting on the 20th of March. Full moon in Libra on March 21st, the next day, and that's at 0 degrees. So that's another very significant full moon, very powerful. And there should be, there's a bunch of readers that do videos on that as well, astrologists. March 26th, Venus enters Pisces. And on the 26th as well, Mercury goes direct again in Pisces. But the shadow period ends at a few weeks later, April 17th. So that's kind of important to note as well. And on the 31st, Mars will enter Gemini. It's kind of important. I kind of like to know where the planets are and how everything's moving along. So we have the 6 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Cups and the 7 of Wands came out together. So it's like no longer defending your choices. You kind of, so between, it's kind of an interesting spread because we have the 2 sevens next to each other, but we also have the 6 of Cups, and between it, the 10 of Swords, and then the 7 of Cups. So it's like, you're kind of done with something. You're done defending your choices or choices that you had made in the past. It's kind of like somebody's like, why do you always date a certain kind of girl, or why it never works out for you, and blah blah blah. Queen of Wands in reverse, the World in reverse. So it's that kind of confirms it as well. It's like this cycle isn't ending with you. You know what you like. Like, why have to defend it? I always find it funny when somebody says, like, they, like, I have to stop dating this kind of person because it never works out. But if it always worked out, do you know what I mean? If it always worked out, you wouldn't get to where you need to be. It's just not supposed to work out. Like, it doesn't really, it's not the type of person. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have to stop doing this because it never works out. Well, if it worked out every time, we wouldn't be having this conversation, right? Like, it's like that idea. Like, it's not supposed to work out. It's just other things, right? Why blame it on that one thing? Like, I never understood that. And I never understood when people are like, also like, on the reverse of that, it's like, you're not my type. But it's like, if they never worked out for you, then like, I don't know. It's just, it's like, it's both sides of that. It's like a double-edged sword. It's like, for some people, you're done with defending your choices. You know what you like, you know what makes you happy, and you're not ready to end this cycle. Queen of Wands is like Aries energy, so very March-esque type energy, spring, that like you're looking forward to summer and looking forward to things to come, but you're just done explaining yourself. But on the other side of that, it's like you're also like, I feel like it's some people are done explaining themselves and done trying what everybody else wants you to try, or doing what everybody else wants you to do, because you know what makes you happy. I have the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups here. But for the other, it's like you're done with your old choices and you want to try something new because it's not working for you. So it's like both sides. There's that opposition of energy. So it's, you're done defending yourself, or you're done defending your choices. I hope that makes sense. So it's very opposite things. So either you're on this spectrum of, I know what I like, this is what I like, I know it hasn't worked out in the past, but this is what I like and I'm sticking to it. And then the other side of it is, this isn't working for me, I want to try something else. But it's like, it's going back to the past and rewriting it and looking at your choices. So we're either going back to the past and looking at it and saying, well, these things didn't work out, but these things made me happy, and I'm done defending it. Or looking back at the past and saying, well, yeah, in both cases, you're looking back at the past and deciding what you like and what you don't like. And what I'm trying to say is, some of you, it's a certain type of person, and you're done defending that. Like, you're like, I like girls with tattoos and piercings and a wild streak. That's what I'm attracted to, and fiery females, and that's what I'm sticking with. But I don't want to date a person with these things, right? It's like you're reorganizing your list. So in both cases, it's that, or because you feel like something's not working for you. I'm going to use the After Tarot for some more guidance and see where the reactions are. Two of Wands in the reverse. See, I see it as like two different kinds of flowers. So there's still flowers. It's still flowers, but you always want a certain kind of flower. Or you're done with that certain kind of flower and now you're going to try another kind of flower. Because it's just something's not working the way you want it to. You want to manifest with somebody, you want to grow. the Six of Wands. See the Ten of Cups. So it's like you're leaving. Ten of Cups in reverse. And if you watch the Capricorn reading, these came up as well. This came up in the split deck. And it's what I had said to Capricorn is following that star. Following maybe that person that's always been there, or the person you didn't notice, or you weren't ready to give your all to, is now approaching you. And this person can be either very different from what you're used to, or very much what you're used to. The Moon, Ace of Pentacles, Death, Queen of Cups, Ten of Wands, 3. See, what's interesting here, they're all in reverse, which I don't really read reversals. But what is interesting here is, again, we're working between the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands. So it feels like you're really on a good path, like you're manifesting, like you're almost there. It's just something has to realign itself. I mean, you're working between the Six of Cups to the Seven of Cups. You're working between the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands, right? So you're in that magician form manifesting. It's just you want to find that person to manifest and grow with. And something either is off and you want something new, or something, or you have what you want, it's just not the right person. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. Mercury retrograde, you made that really difficult. That's what I'm trying to say. So we have the Moon, the Ace of Pentacles, Death, Queen of Cups, Ten of Wands. So we have 3 tens here. So this is the ending. This is the ending. And I have the World in reverse here. So it's like you really want to end that cycle. But it's just, you're trying to manifest and you're trying to build something, and it's not happening because you're almost at your alignment, but you're just not there yet. So you could be ending something with a water sign, or somebody who's very like emotional, intuitive, and you just took it as far as it could go, is what I'm seeing. Ace of Pentacles, the Moon. So there were some things to learn, but then you're finally dropping your burdens and moving on to your Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in. And this is that magician energy. This person's standing there, so is this person. The transition between the two is a lot more intense than you expected. This person is waiting, so is this person is waiting. But look at all the work that had to happen in between. The death, the transition, dropping your burdens, Moon, like illusions. The full moon in Libra could be very important, and you could have like a lot of significant energy coming in. The Ace of Pentacles, that new start. But there was so much work, and this person's still waiting. But finally these ships are coming in. Finally something is coming. Something is different this time. Something's very different. So I'm going to use the Amira's Love Oracle cards just for a little tidbit of information, just so we can resonate a bit more for some viewers, right? Because I know it does, when I see these cards, it gives you a little bit more information. It does resonate with me, and then it can give you more of an idea what you're looking out for those of you this reading's resonating with. So Pisces, triangle. Okay, so maybe you already have this person. You already see this person. You already know who I'm talking about. You're already considering this transition. You or they. Short term. So maybe what you were leaving was short term, or maybe what you're going towards a short term, but it's having that lesson. It's trying something new. It's staying with what you've been with, but it's a little bit different, or it's what you know is working for you. And soulmate. So maybe the last person was your short-term soulmate. This new person is your short-term soulmate. But there's this building and there's this like manifesting and working through this energy where I feel like 9 of Pentacles. So you might have some time where you're kind of independent and on your own, and you're just able to manifest, and you don't need that kind of connection, soulmate energy to help you work through your energy. You're able to manifest on your own. And the 9 of Pentacles, I said in another reading, and I've heard somebody mention this, is like pre-Empress. And the Empress, what's important to note about the Empress sits there and manifests. She's so powerful that she, like Venus energy is a drawing energy. She draws things to herself. She doesn't necessarily need a counterpart and able to manifest. So it's like you're moving from that energy where you've learned enough, some of you maybe, to be on your own. And then others of you, it's you're going towards that Empress energy to build on, because you've become the Emperor in your environment. All right, craziness. I will leave that for you, Pisces. Again, happy birthday. If you'd like to work with me, my information's below. Please follow me on Instagram, and have a great March. Take care. Bye.